When doing nail art, I like
My
to
eyes look
every
terrible.
no, you're okay. So here's
How did you do your jelly beans so much cuter? Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm really excited because, as you guys know, I'm on my journey to be better at nail art. It has not been an easy process, but I'm super lucky because I have the most incredible mentors. Today I wanted to introduce one of our brand artists. Her name is Princess. She is the owner of Nails by Princess. She is a celebrity nail tech based out of LA, and she's taken upon the challenge to help me learn how to be better at my nail art. So let's welcome Princess. Hi, Princess.
Hi, Sally.
Hi. So she's agreed to teach me some of her ways. And because Halloween is approaching, we're going to be doing some Halloween nail art. So, Princess, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became a nail tech?
My name is Princess. I've been a full-time nail tech for 2 years now. I've been consistent with my nail art. I feel like my clients trust me, and they've always trusted me from the beginning with my nail art. And I always love to ask my clients one of the reasons why it is that they book me, and they've always gave me the feedback on my nail art, and that's what always pushed me to try new designs, try new nail arts around the holidays. I've always been ready. Like I've been ready to just draw all the scary stuff. I actually don't watch no scary movies, but I love Halloween. But I love Halloween. Yeah, I've never watched no scary movies. I don't watch nothing like that. But I'm ready to draw it.
I
Yeah.
love it. And since you're based out in LA, and we know that LA is the land of celebrities, influencers, I just have to ask, who is your most famous celebrity or influencer client?
I have two. So I have one. Her name is Nicki Minaj. She's an artist. Um,
You just dropped that. You dropped that as a bomb.
I had to go there first. So I've done Nicki Minaj. She was great to meet in person. She was a great person to service. I would definitely do it again. My second highest celebrity would be Giselle. She is in Basketball Wives. She is in a TV show.
That is so cool.
She's one of my regular clients. I've been working with her for a very long time. Every time she's in LA, the second she lands, she's like, "Hey, I need my nails done," and I'm like, "Let's do it." Day or night, I am always there for her.
A lot of nail techs, beginner, advanced, or even girls in nail school, I feel like being a celebrity nail tech and having high profile clientele is like the top of the top, right? Can you share a little bit about your experience learning how to charge and set yourself in that position as a celebrity nail tech? Because I feel like we've all heard the horror stories that, like, oh, celebrities don't pay. They want to just, shout outs and stuff like that on Instagram. But let's be honest, like, I can't feed my family with a post. How did you go about to set those boundaries and ensure that you're still being smart with your business decision while you're growing your high profile clients?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've had run into a couple of issues like that when I first started.
Oh my God, I want to hear the tea, girl. I want to hear the tea.
Yes, so when I first started, there was a couple, and I feel like because I didn't know what boundary was, I was put in that position to be taken advantage. So I would say, honestly, just set your ground. Stay your pricing, stay your policy, state your rules, no matter who it is, and say everything from the beginning. Because what is not said in the beginning will miscommunicate later.
Right, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. They're a client of ours. If you're not going to charge those prices and your rates and stuff to them, then how are you going to have a successful business if you can't even pay your bills? Exactly. So I love that. I absolutely love that word of wisdom. Okay, so I'm excited to get started. Can you tell us a little bit about what I'm going to be learning today?
Yes, so since it's Halloween and since I love Halloween, it's the spooky season, it's the spirit for all nail art, we will be drawing Ghostface.
Ooh, I'm excited. I've always seen people on Instagram drawing ghosts, and I always wanted to try it, but I don't even know how. So I'm really excited to learn this today. Can you walk us through what are some things that I need to get started on drawing a ghost face?
Yes, the products that I'll be using will be the Ultra Glass top coat. And then I'll be using the bright white polish. This will be for the face of the features, all the little detail that we'll be doing. And then we'll be using the black polish. We're actually going to be painting the entire nail. So this will start as our background, and then so on. We'll continue to use again for like small to little detail. And then this one, it's Crib Pink, just to add a little color in it. If you choose to use another color, you can do that as well. I chose pink because that's my go-to color.
Love a good pink. I love your background too. Is your whole studio like all pink too?
Yes, can I show you?
Yes! Show us! This is just a really quick PSA to let you all know that Black Friday is getting closer and closer by the day. My team and I are going to be having a 29-hour live stream event on Black Friday where we're going to be giving you guys the best deals. We're going to be having deals up to 50% off on Black Friday, and if history repeats itself again, we're going to be running super low on a lot of our inventory. I know you guys buy out all of our products literally the minute that midnight strikes. So make sure that you guys set your calendars, save your coins, and I will see you all on Black Friday for deals up to 50% off.
This is what it is.
Wow.
Working area, the TV.
Love it.
And on this side, we have like decorations. We have like snacks.
That's
snacks
so cute.
The wall. Like here are like some soak off kits that I have for my clients.
Oh, that's so smart.
And then my favorite part, the area, the Hello Kitty area.
Oh my gosh, I love the Hello Kitty light too. That looks so good.
Yes, so everything is pink in here.
Did you decorate everything and do everything yourself?
Myself, no. I was actually the one who just put back the acrylic and the gel. That's all I did. That's all I did. I'm so honest. That is all I did.
I love it. You're resourceful.
Yes,
we working smart, not hard.
I have so much more to go, but just the polish and the acrylic is all I'm worried about.
I love it. I love it.
So I'll be using a small liner brush. These will be important to use throughout the whole time. Oh, and then the dotting tool and the cleaning up brush. This is the dotting tool. The dotting tool I'd recommend to have like very small. So I'll be using the base coat. The base coat, it helps the nail art run smoother. So I'll do that over the whole.
I used to not understand like why people use base coat, but ever since I started to use base coat, I feel like all of my art looks so much more crispier.
Yes, it definitely made a huge change as well into my nail art. I was actually just like jumping into all the nail art, and I started to see like as much as buffing you do,
right,
it will still be rough and it still leave a couple scratches. Okay, so I have the base coat on now. Everything is cured.
All right, show me. What do we do?
So after the base coat is applied, I'm gonna jump in with the black polish and paint over the whole nail. So the black will be for the backgrounds. Me and my clients all love this black.
When I first started as a beginner, I didn't know like the difference between a professional brand versus a non-professional brand. Girl, I used to buy everything from Amazon, and like, you know, the 30 colors for like $20. That's what I used to buy. Oh my gosh. And then like when I started to try to work with them, it was a disaster, and I just couldn't understand because every time I looked at other people's content, everyone else's looked so pigmented. So yeah, that was so frustrating for me because I was so confused. And then do I just cure the whole nail? You want me to cure it?
Yes, so I'll cure that for 60 seconds.
Okay.
And then while I'm waiting, I'm just going to start to put all the colors on this.
Okay.
So the first color that I'm putting down the black polish. Then I'm going to put down on the palette the white polish. And then I'm going in with the Crib Pink, number 12. And then those are the 3 colors that I'll be using for today.
Nail art is one of those things where, like, for example, French, right? It's like, what's the only way of getting better at doing French is to practice. If you don't practice, like me, where I'm just like, I'm bad at art, I'm just never going to do it. It just doesn't ever develop. So that skill and that technique never develops over time.
That's one of the keys about acrylic and polishes. I always wanted to tell my future students, like, it's always the base that you have to master first. The nail art, the nail fun, the nail designs, all of it can come later. As long as the foundation of the base is perfected and is mastered,
Right.
everything else after that will also start to flow easily.
How much do you feel like nail school helped you to improve your techniques?
I would say it helped a lot with timing because we were given a certain amount of timing to finish and to start. Everyone has their own technique. So I feel like learning from experience, I can teach you how I do my acrylic application. And for some way, somehow, you can, eventually you will start to do your own technique. For the nail art, all of that actually came literally YouTube, TikTok. Fun fact, not fun fact, but really bad fact. I was actually kicked out of art class in high school.
What?
Yes.
And now
From
you're a
art
nail
class.
tech.
Some people don't like to see you do amazing, okay? But until I watched this one video, and I can't remember where it was and who it was very long ago, but I remember the video saying, for nail art, anyone can do nail art as long as you break it into shapes.
I love it. So my black base is ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so going in with the dotting tool, I'm going to pick up some white polish. So we're going to do 4 small dots onto the nail. And when doing these 4 dots, we're going to do it in a cross shape. So there's going to be 3 dots at the top. So 1, 2, and 3. The 4th small dot will be a little lower. So this is to determine how long, how big you want the face. Okay, so now going in with a small liner brush. With a small liner brush, you just want to place a T down the middle. So a T down the middle, just like that.
Okay, that looks easy, right? We're not
Yes.
sweating over here. I'm like, what do you mean I have to draw a straight line? Oh, it's pretty squiggly, I'll tell you that. It looks nothing like your straight line.
No, it's okay.
Okay, we got our squiggly T.
Okay, so next step, you want to connect all the dots, but we're going to start with the 3 top dots together. So connect the dots, the first 3 dots. So when connecting the dots, you kind of just want to do top of the head shape, round it. So just like that. At a curve. Yeah. His face shape is all rounded, so when working with the face, everything's just going to be rounded. No pointings.
It looks like an umbrella.
Yeah, okay, exactly. You see? There goes one shape. Okay, now connecting the bottom, we're going to do a V shape. Starting from the middle, this middle, to the lower. So here goes the first side of a V shape. So from the middle to the lower, there goes one side of the V shape. From the other middle dot, we're going to do the other V shape.
Okay. Now it looks like an ice cream cone. So I need to actually round it out.
You want to go in at the bottom and do a small U.
Okay.
Yes, so it could give it the rounded look.
Okay, kind of got it. Kind of.
Okay. You are doing great. So after connecting all the dots together, you want to go back in with the white polish and fill in the rest. We're going to fill it all in and just cover all the black with the white polish over it.
Okay. When you fill in the whole thing, how do you get your white polish to not look streaky?
Rather than keep brushing over and over again the same area, every time I apply the white, I go in and dip the brush back in the white. As you can see right here, when I do keep going over the same spot and keep brushing the same place, it gives it the streaky look. I grab a new amount of polish because every time you pick up and dip your brush, you get more amount.
Because if you just keep going over the same place without picking up more, you're taking
You're
away the
just
product,
taking
technically,
exactly.
right?
Yes, it's like
Okay.
acrylic. The more you keep swiping, the more you're going to take
true.
out the excess.
That's true.
Okay, so after filling it in and connecting all the dots, I cure this part for 60 seconds.
I love it when we cure halfway through.
Yes, me too.
My biggest fear is like you're going to end up working on so much and then one accidental swipe, the whole thing is gone.
I know one of the reasons why I love working with gel polishes is because it doesn't dry until you make it dry.
That's true. Actually, we have a nail tech here who works for us. Her name is Ari, and she's the girl that manages all of our Instagram. Like, she's had many, many years in doing nails. So she came from a whole different decade. And she was telling me, she was like, I bet you've never seen fiberglass nails. And I was like, I have not seen fiberglass nails. She was like, that's what we used to do, fiberglass nails. And nail drills back then, did not look the same. Let's just say that. They were not pink and they were not cute. They looked like something that a dentist would use to like drill through your teeth.
Oh my god.
They were not pink. They were not cute.
On the dotting tool, I'm going to use the smaller side. So I'm going to dip the dotting tool into the black polish. I'm going to create 4 small dots together. So
Okay.
I'm going to start at the top of the face. I'm going to do 2 small dots near each other. And then 2 small dots apart from each other. Just like that. Okay, so in total 4 small dots. Okay, so now we're going to connect the 2 small dots. So here goes one eye, and here will go the second eye. So we're going to connect these 2 first small dots together. And when we connect them, we're going to make a small mini jelly bean shape.
So it's almost curved inwards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So curved inwards. And then this is how it would look after connecting the 2 small dots together.
Okay.
When doing nail art, I like
my eyes look terrible.
No, you're okay. So here's.
How did you do your jelly beans so much cuter? Is it because I placed
like,
my 2 dots like too close to the ones above?
No, how you have it is perfect. What to do is to use a good amount. So don't be scared of the gel polish. You rather use a good amount than a small portion. You have the eyes perfect. That's actually really perfect.
Oh my god, it's starting to look so scary.
Okay, how are our eyes looking? Can I see your eyes?
Yes, they look like mustache.
Okay.
Got the eyes.
So after this, I'm gonna cure it for 15 seconds. So as I go, I like to cure because when working around it or working with it, I don't get to mess up anything.
That's smart.
So now for the next step, I'm going to use a small liner brush and I'm going to dip my brush into the black polish a good amount. You can see right here when I grab that great amount, do you see how it turns into a small dot right there? So we don't want that. To get rid of that little dot, you're going to swipe. So now you have a thinner amount to use. So for this step, you're going to give him eyebrows. So starting from one side, we're just going to give him a quick upside down U. Just like that. And then repeat the same steps on the other side. So now he has 2 eyebrows that are 2 upside down U's.
Okay, got it.
And now we're going to add 2 extra lines underneath the eye. Exactly what we did for the eyebrows, we're going to do again underneath the eyes. So now we're going to give him under eyes.
Like bags?
Yeah, under eye bags.
Okay.
Yes. So where the black and the white meet, you do another upside down U, a half upside down U. So we started from where the black and the white meet, and then give him a half upside down U.
I feel like mine is a little too far, right?
That's actually good. This really is just to add a little detail.
Closer?
Yeah, you can reach it.
Yeah. Okay. So little bags.
And then you just want to repeat the same steps on the other side.
Okay, got it. All right, perfect. Got him some eye bags.
Okay, and then just cure this part for 15 seconds.
Okay, so far so good.
How are we feeling?
I'm not having a meltdown yet, so it sounds like we're doing pretty decent.
I'm glad. After we did the under eyes, we're gonna go in again with the small dotting tool. And then we're gonna focus on the nose. So on the nose, it's gonna be 2 small dots right under the eye bags.
Right
like
under
that.
the eye bags. Oh my god, it's like coming through. It's scary looking.
It's always so fun to make a character come back to life. Okay, so now we're gonna connect the 2 small dots going upwards. This will create a mini heart shape.
Gotcha.
So when connecting them, you're going to connect upwards. So going once and then going twice. And then it'll look like a upside down mini heart shape.
Okay, got it. Kind
Okay.
of.
That looks so good. Yes, we're doing so good. So we can flash cure the nose part again for 15 seconds. So now we're gonna focus on the mouth part. So for the mouth, we're gonna do another 2 dots. It's gonna be 1 big dot and 1 small dot. So we're gonna do the first dot there. So underneath the nose, we're gonna give 1 big dot.
Got it.
Okay, and then the second dot, it's gonna be smaller. So it's just gonna be 1 small dot. Okay, we're gonna connect those dots together using the dotting tool again. So you just want to drag the first dot, the first big dot to the small dot, straight down. Just start with the straight, and then for the sides, we're gonna make them a little curvy. So we're just gonna give it a little curve. We're gonna give the mouth a little curve because right now it's straight. We don't want straight. We want a rounded mouth.
Oh my gosh, it's coming together. This is crazy. This is crazy, princess.
I told you.
You did such a good job in breaking down the shapes. That is so good.
I was able to do that. I was actually really nervous to meet you as well. I
Oh,
always see
don't
you.
be nervous to meet me.
Seeing you on my For You page on TikTok. I'm like, okay, I love how she teaches. I feel like I've known you already, so I'm like, okay, I
Oh, I
won't be
love
nervous.
that. I
And then
love
when you joined, I was like, oh my god, I think I'm nervous.
I know. It's funny because when Honey sent me an email about like all the possibilities of like the different nails we're gonna do, she didn't tell me that like it was a choice, like as in like we just pick a couple. So when she sent it to me, I think there was like 7 or 8 of them. I was like, Honey, I can't draw. How many times do I have to tell you? I can't draw. And she was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. She will teach you. I was like, I don't think you understand. I can't draw. It's
Like, how much
terrible. And I was like, honey, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Like, she's going to get so frustrated at me. And she's like, no, we're not doing all of it. And I was like, oh, okay. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. I love how you like almost broke it down into shapes of what you see. And then all you're having me do is like, okay, let's visualize, let's say the mouth. The top part of the mouth is bigger, smaller part at the bottom. So therefore, let's make that big dot, small dot. I just love how you almost like mapped everything with lines. And then you go back and fill. Wow, that is so cool.
We're not. This is done for the face features. We're gonna cure this for 15 seconds. And then now the next step, we're just gonna add little to no detail. So adding the smallest detail really puts everything together. Okay, so now this is the part where we use the pink. With the dotting tool again, I'm gonna dip my dotting tool into the pink. And then over the eyes, in the middle part of the eyes, we're gonna create a mini heart shape. Use the dotting tool and you do 2 small dots over the eye, just like that.
2 small dots over the eye.
So how we did for the nose going upwards, we're going to do that for the eyes going downwards. So we're going to connect the 2 dots going downwards. And this is going to give it the mini heart shape over the eye.
I feel like my heart is a little too big. Yours is so cute and small. Take that off real quick. Okay. And let me retry that. I think I got it. It's tiny little heart.
Yes,
Tiny
that's so cute.
Heart.
Okay, and then repeat the same on the other eye.
Okay. Can we cure this before I mess it up?
Yes. Now we cure it in 15 seconds. Okay, so we were done doing the eyes, and now for the final touch. Okay, I'm using the small liner brush with white polish, and around the face, we're just going to add random lines everywhere. And then I'm going to start with the first random line like that, another one down here, and just like random squiggly lines. This just gives it details and frames the face a little bit more.
Gotcha. So we do this on the black part, right?
Yes. For 5 random lines around the face.
I'm like copying your lines exactly as it is. Okay, added the lines.
And then we're just gonna cure that for 15 seconds.
I can't believe that I actually did this. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like nail art is one of those things that I never developed the techniques for it because I just sucked at it from the beginning. So I was like, you know what, screw it. We're just not going to do it. But now that I'm like doing this with you, it like brings back so much confidence because I'm like, maybe I didn't suck as much as I thought. And I think you're so right. Is like you have to think of them in shapes and then fill them in. And I think it'll be a little less intimidating. But I really like how you had me map things out with your daughter brush because you had everything like mapped out so that it's in the center. So like the face doesn't look sideways or like bigger on one side. And I think that was really helpful for me. Yeah. How did you get so good at doing nail art actually? What helped you to get better with nail art?
I actually took a whole year of doing nail art. When I was in school, we couldn't take in customers, clients, because it was COVID. So we were only able to work on our own hands. And with all the time that we had for the whole year of making up for our hours, it was either do pedis, do manicures, do art. It was always in between. And I felt like I needed so much help with the nail art because every person in LA just wanted nail art. They were taking no for an answer. Like, they're the ones who tell me, like, you can do it.
Are you teaching right now?
I'm not.
Girl, you need to be. I feel like you would honestly do really, really well as an educator.
I'm honestly a little afraid. I feel like it's a whole different adventure for as a nail tech, you know?
Very true. But I feel like you did a really good job with me today. And I think if you kind of set your mind to attracting students, I think you would be a really great teacher because you did such a great job with me. Like, look at this face. That's crazy. For me, I think that's the biggest thing about doing nails is like at some point you kind of like grow out of just doing nails, right? And then that's where you really start to seek where's your next adventure as a nail tech. For some people, it's becoming an educator. For some people, it might be doing content. And then for some people, having their own nail brand. I think you would be a really, really good educator. Like, come on. I'm like, I did that. This was really cool.
Yes. And now we're just going to move on to top coat part, the final touch for this look.
Perfect. Okay, mine is top coated and done. People love themed nail art tutorials. You guys, I did that. This is me.
Last week, I went to this nail tech event for nail techs, like a bunch of LA nail techs in one room, just all networking, all social. And I feel like that really opened my eyes as a nail tech. Being a nail tech just doesn't stop there. Like, there's so much in the nail industry where you can, like, how far you can really go as a nail tech.
I feel like that's the coolest thing about the nail industry is like there's just so much someone can do when you have the skills and the craft. There's so many possibilities, there's so many opportunities, and I feel like that's what I love most about doing nails as well. And you also meet a lot of like female entrepreneurs, which is really cool because our industry is like primarily female as well, and that's always really, really inspiring. That's honestly why I love attending trade shows. I don't want to attend a trade show to booth anymore because that's a money losing investment. Okay. You'll never make your money back. And it's the worst thing ever. You fly your whole staff there. You spend like $100,000 to build out a booth that you're going to use for 2 damn days. You're hot and tired the whole time. It's not worth it. But I do enjoy attending the event as a guest because then you get to network. You get to meet other people that are in the industry. So what is the next design? I'm excited.
So this design is going to be a spider web.
Oh my gosh, I've seen those. I've seen those before, but I never knew how they were done.
Yes, we're going to do that today.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so again, I'm going to apply the base coat first.
The base on this color is so pretty. I love creamy almond.
I know, I actually just, I used that one today as well, and it was on a different skin tone. I love it, like, I really do. Sometimes choosing nude can be so hard for different skin tones, but I feel like this one has so far been everyone's go-to.
And also, too, I will say, like, acrylic powder is definitely something that I feel like is, like, a personal preference. Like, everybody loves a different formula. But we've gotten so much feedback from our community of, like, beginner nail techs that are like, I struggled a lot with acrylic until I used your products. and I'm no longer struggling. And it makes me so happy to hear that, because that was like our goal, was like we wanted to put products out there that beginner nail techs can actually achieve success with, because who wants to fail every single day and not be able to have like good application, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that people like our formula so far.
Yes, I definitely would recommend it to my students. We can do, I think we can probably use a red. Okay, and then I just put a little amount on the nail art palette. Now with the dotting tool, on the smaller part of the dotting tool, we're gonna dip that into the Russian red number 16. And then we're gonna create 2 small dots in the middle. So here goes the first dot, and here goes the second small dot. Okay, so now with the 2 small dots, we're gonna connect both dots together. Connect them downwards, dragging each dot downwards. This is to create the mini heart shape.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we're gonna flash cure that for 15 seconds. Now using the medium brush, we're gonna dip it into the black. And since we want thin lines, we're gonna swipe some of the product off. So now we're gonna do 6 lines, starting from the middle of the heart to the cuticle area. Like that.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna turn into some squiggly ass lines. Oh my gosh.
So, yes.
I'm like shaking.
So another straight line from the bottom of the heart to the end of the nail.
There's a chance that my spider is gonna look like the spider got drunk and walked sideways.
Oh my goodness. Now we need 4 more lines. This area right here, we're gonna drag that upwards to the sidewall. Just like that. And then we're gonna repeat the same thing on the opposite side.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and then now the 2 more lines, we're gonna do the same thing we did at the top, but now we're gonna do it at the bottom. From the bottom, drag it all the way to the corner. Okay, and now we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Or you can also start from the corner up, if that makes anything easier for you.
Okay, we got it.
Okay.
Looks like a start of a web. My lines are not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, because drawing straight lines is hard.
It is. It really is. The secret to it is I hold my breath.
Especially my French, I'm like gasping for air.
Okay, and then now we're gonna do 2 more lines. So these 2 are gonna be on the side. So on the side of the nail, we're gonna drag it out a straight line. So from the middle of the heart, and then repeat again on the opposite side.
Okay.
Okay, and now we should have a total of 8 lines. Okay, and then we're just gonna flash cure that for 15 seconds. Okay, now using the small liner brush, again, you want thin lines, so you're gonna remove product. So now, in between the lines, with all this space, we're gonna draw U-shaped lines, about 3. You're gonna start from one line to the other, basically connecting all the lines together. Like that. And then we're gonna keep doing that 2 more times. The higher we go, the further we're gonna drag the line. Now for the 3rd line, you're gonna connect this one all the way up here. Up to the other.
Oh my god, that was shaky as hell. Curved lines are like my worst nightmare. I can do a great French because I've done it 1,000 times, but that's it.
Where we already drew the lines, we're gonna continue drawing the lines. For this side, I like to, rather than going upwards, I go downwards.
What's your most requested style of nails or design of nails? What has been your most requested designs?
I probably want to say around this Halloween season, spider webs. It's in September.
Oh my. Yeah, that's right. Everybody starts asking for Halloween stuff then.
We're going to start connecting those lines all over the rest of the nail. So each area is going to have 3 lines. So moving on to the side, we can probably only fit 2 just so we're not crumbling all lines together. We're gonna drag that out and connect it to the middle line. So like that. And then the same thing for the top, for the second line we drew. And we should have 2 lines on the side now.
Yep, got it. Let's flash gear before I start messing some things up.
And then again, for what we did at the top, we're going to repeat at the bottom. So just connecting all the lines together.
Okay.
On the right side, we can start from the bottom going upwards. So you would start drawing your first line, connecting it to the previous line. Okay, and now that we have that, we can just flash. I think curing as I go really helps a lot.
Yes, it does.
It may take an extra minute or so, but it is worth it.
But you'd rather be safe than sorry.
And then for the next part, from here on out, we're just going to keep connecting all the lines. We'll just do upside down U shapes now. Since we only drew 2 previous lines before this side, we can go back in and then draw an extra line underneath. So that way the bottom matches the top.
Wow, this is so cool. And I also have felt like ever since I've been paying a little bit more attention to doing more art, I feel like my line work is getting a little less like shaky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should see me when I'm working with a client. I am never talking.
Yeah. But I feel like the funniest thing for me though is like I feel like for most of my clients, especially new ones, like they never talk to me when I'm filing them. They never talk to me during the acrylic application. But it's the minute I pull out my line brush, they start going, "Oh, so where are you from?"
Yeah. And I always remind them, I'm like, okay, do you want your line straight or not?
I'm like, I can either share with you my cultural heritage or we can give you straight French. What would you like? Do you do character art as well?
Yes, unless it's very like cartoony. I don't think I can actually draw portraits.
Oh my gosh, whenever I see people drawing portraits, I'm like, what the world?
Yes, I can never.
Oh my gosh, I completed it. I want to see like a 3D spider web. That'd be so cool.
I've seen like the 3D spiders. That was insane.
Have you seen people do like, it's kind of the same design, but the heart is like empty on the inside? How would you do that?
Using the small brush, just basically do the outline of the heart rather than just filling in the whole heart.
I like this design better. This design is much better. Yeah, I'm very glad that you picked this heart where you filled it in with a dottering tool. Thank you very much, Princess. I appreciate that. Okay,
now I'm just going to add the top coats.
This was so fun. Oh my god.
I'm obsessed. Another reason why I love teaching now.
Damn.
You should give yourself a round of applause.
And that is my final look, you guys. I cannot believe that I did a ghost face and some spider webs. Thank you so much, Princess, for doing this with me. This was so fun. You were so patient with me, and I love how you broke everything down into like little shapes and then also lines and dots. I think doing the dots really helped to like kind of figure out where everything needs to go, and that was so simple. So you guys, if you guys are still struggling with your nail art, this is your sign to give this a try. She does have a lot of content that she does publish on her social media accounts on TikTok and Instagram that are going to help inspire you guys for more looks and learn how to improve your nail art. Thank you so much for joining me, Princess.